Want to speak real Spanish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SpanishPod101.com.
10 phrases to help you in an emergency. Let's go! Llama a la policía, por favor. Call the police, please. Llama a la policía, por favor. Call the police, please. So if you're in Spain and you need to call the police, you need to dial 091. ¿Tienes fiebre? Do you have a fever? ¿Tienes fiebre? Do you have a fever? Are you okay? Are you feeling okay? Perdí mi pasaporte. I lost my passport. Perdí mi pasaporte. I lost my passport. So, yeah, if you lose your passport, go to your embassy, I guess. I hope they will take care of it very soon. Creo que comí algo malo. I think I ate something bad. Creo que comí algo malo. I think I ate something bad. So, I've never tried it, but I heard from a friend that having some charcoal peels really helps when you have eaten something bad. Necesito un médico. I need a doctor. Necesito un médico. I need a doctor. So if you have any health emergency, you can call 061. No puedo encontrar el camino de vuelta a mi hotel. I can't find the way back to my hotel. No puedo encontrar el camino de vuelta a mi hotel. I can't find the way back to my hotel. Like before, I guess it wasn't that uncommon to be lost, but now that we have like mobile internet everywhere and Google Maps and everything, I think that helped a lot, but still. ¿Hay alguna farmacia cerca? Is there a pharmacy nearby? ¿Hay alguna farmacia cerca? Is there a pharmacy nearby? In Spain, you can easily spot the pharmacies because they have like a big green cross sign on the side, so they are really easy to spot. ¿Me puedes ayudar? Can you help me? ¿Me puedes ayudar? Can you help me? I think in general Spanish people are very friendly, so I'm sure if you are lost or need something, like you can ask them. Even though we don't speak English super well, I think we'll try to help you. Necesito una ambulancia. I need an ambulance. Necesito una ambulancia. I need an ambulance. So if you need an ambulance, call 061. ¿Podría usar tu teléfono? Could I use your phone? ¿Podría usar tu teléfono? Could I use your phone? The top 10 phrases you'll need for a date. Let's go. ¿Te gustaría salir a cenar conmigo? Would you like to go out to dinner with me? ¿Te gustaría salir a cenar conmigo? Yeah, so I think like taking someone for dinner is a very safe plan for a first date. ¿Estás libre este fin de semana? Are you free this weekend? ¿Estás libre este fin de semana? Are you free this weekend? So you can change este fin de semana, this weekend, for hoy, today, or whichever day of the week. ¿Te gustaría quedar conmigo? Would you like to hang out with me? ¿Te gustaría quedar conmigo? Would you like to hang out with me? Another way of saying it, instead of te gustaría, would be ¿quieres quedar conmigo? Do you want to hang out with me? A bit more direct maybe, but yeah, it's good to be direct sometimes. So. Eres muy mona. You are so cute. Eres muy mona. You are so cute. So if you are telling that to a boy, you change mona for mono. Yeah, or maybe guapo. which could be more like handsome. Te ves genial. You look great. Te ves genial. You look great. When you are greeting the other person, like, it's a good thing to say. Like, hi, how are you doing? You look great. Ha sido una noche estupenda. That was a great evening. Ha sido una noche estupenda. That was a great evening. Yeah, a good way to say goodbye. Yeah, good closing to a date. Yeah, so you can also say, like, you could text this to the other person, like, after getting home, or I don't know. Te llamaré. I'll call you. Te llamaré. I'll call you. So I feel like nowadays, like, no one really calls, right? Like, it's like, I'll text you. So it would be like, te escribiré. Te llevaré a casa. I will drive you home. Te llevaré a casa. I will drive you home. I don't have a driving license yet. ¿A qué hora quedamos mañana? What time shall we meet tomorrow? ¿A qué hora quedamos mañana? What time shall we meet tomorrow? Just bear in mind that Spanish people, well, might be a bit late, so I don't know, try not to take it personally or something. Yeah, not everyone, of course, but that's a stereotype that there's out there about Spanish people. ¿Qué te parece este sitio? What do you think of this place? ¿Qué te parece este sitio? What do you think of this place? So another way to say it would be ¿Qué piensas de este sitio? Which could be like a more direct translation of what do you think of this place? 10 phrases to amaze native speakers. So let's begin. El español es divertido y fácil de aprender. Spanish is fun and easy to learn. El español es divertido y fácil de aprender. Spanish is fun and easy to learn. I think the pronunciation is very easy in Spanish. Yeah. Aparte de saber español, también puedo hablar algunos otros idiomas. Apart from knowing Spanish, I can speak a few other languages as well. Aparte de saber español, también puedo hablar algunos otros idiomas. Apart from knowing Spanish, I can speak a few other languages as well. Tell me which other languages you can speak. I can speak English, yeah, a bit of Japanese and French, but yeah, I have to study more. Estoy aprendiendo español por mí mismo. I'm learning Spanish all by myself. Estoy aprendiendo español por mí mismo. I'm learning Spanish all by myself. So good for you. Like, I know it's hard, but if you're, I don't know, if you are constant and you do something every day, I think you can also like learn languages by yourself. Like today there are so many resources on the internet. Hablaré español como un nativo en 3 años. I'll speak Spanish like a native speaker in 3 years. Hablaré español como un nativo en 3 años. I'll speak Spanish like a native speaker in 3 years. Oh, good luck! He estado aprendiendo español por 10 años. I've been learning Spanish for 10 years. He estado aprendiendo español por 10 años. I've been learning Spanish for 10 years. Yeah, I might have been studying English for longer than that. Me tomó solo un año para hablar fluidamente. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. Me tomó solo un año para hablar fluidamente. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. Wow. I admire you so much. Gracias, pero en realidad no soy un hablante nativo. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. Gracias, pero en realidad no soy un hablante nativo. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. Tell me your secrets. Puedo memorizar alrededor de 50 palabras nuevas en español al día. I can memorize around 50 new Spanish words a day. Puedo memorizar alrededor de 50 palabras nuevas en español al día. I can memorize around 50 new Spanish words a day. Wow, it's important to be constant. Yeah, just be sure to revise like the words you have studied before so you don't forget. Puedo ver películas en español sin subtítulos. I can watch Spanish movies without subtitles. Puedo ver películas en español sin subtítulos. I can watch Spanish movies without subtitles. I still use subtitles for English. Sé cómo conjugar todos los verbos irregulares. I know how to conjugate all the irregular verbs. Sé cómo conjugar todos los verbos irregulares. I know how to conjugate all the irregular verbs. Yeah, there are a lot of them, so that would be great if you knew how to did all of them right. There might even be Spanish people who cannot do that properly in some cases, so.
Want to speak real Spanish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SpanishPod101.com.
Top 10 phrases your parents always say. Let's go. Ve con cuidado. Be careful. Ve con cuidado. Be careful always. Like before I leave home. Like my mother would tell that to me. Like always, always. Estate callado. Be quiet. Estate callado. Be quiet. I was a pretty quiet girl, so I didn't get that very much. Compórtate. Behave. Compórtate. Behave. I would get told that like if my parents left me with other people, like they would tell me like, compórtate. ¿Qué acabo de decir? What did I just say? ¿Qué acabo de decir? What did I just say? ¿Qué acabo de decir? Ve a la cama. Go to bed. Ve a la cama. Go to bed. Voy a contar hasta 3. I'm going to count to 3. Voy a contar hasta 3. I'm going to count to 3. Wow. They would tell me this every time, like, and it's so scary, like 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Para. Stop. Para. Stop. Very simple but very effective word. ¿Qué has dicho? What did you say? ¿Qué has dicho? What did you say? So yeah, if the child says something inappropriate, like the parent would say, ¿Qué has dicho? Para la televisión ahora. Turn the TV off now. Para la televisión ahora. Turn the TV off now. So I don't know if the kids now like watch as much TV as we used to. Like maybe now they are with their computers or their phones. So it would be like, apaga el ordenador ahora. Like turn the computer off. ¿Te has cepillado los dientes? Did you brush your teeth? ¿Te has cepillado los dientes? Did you brush your teeth? Yeah, when I was a child, they would always remind me of that, like every night. Now I do it on my own. I don't need them to remind it to me. Top 20 travel phrases you should know. ¿Cuánto cuesta esto? How much is this? ¿Cuánto cuesta esto? How much is this? You can also say, ¿cuánto vale? ¿Hablas inglés? Do you speak English? ¿Hablas inglés? Do you speak English? In most cases, the answer to that might not be that positive, but yeah, you can try. ¿Me puedo probar esto? Can I try this on? ¿Me puedo probar esto? Can I try this on? So if you enter a clothing store and there's something you like, you can ask the shopping assistant, ¿Me puedo probar esto? ¿Tienes sitio para esta noche? Do you have any vacancies tonight? ¿Tienes sitio para esta noche? Do you have any vacancies tonight? Maybe try to not get to the point in which you have to ask this and book your room beforehand. No. ¿Tienes alguna recomendación? Do you have any recommendations? ¿Tienes alguna recomendación? Do you have any recommendations? Like if you travel to Spain, you have to go to Granada. Cannot miss it. Most beautiful city in the world. Me gustaría 10 de estos. I'd like 10 of these. Me gustaría 10 de estos. I'd like 10 of these. So if you want to buy souvenirs for all your friends and you don't really want to like think a lot, you just can find some, I don't know, keychain or postcard Say, me gustaría 10 de estos. I would like 10 of these. And it'll be over. Because it's pretty stressful to find souvenirs for everyone. Me gustaría este. I'd like this. Me gustaría este. I'd like this. So if you're talking to the shopping assistant and maybe the thing you want is a bit further away, like you can point at it and say, me gustaría este. Tengo una reserva. I have a reservation. Tengo una reserva. I have a reservation. So if you really want to go to a restaurant, try to like research a little bit and see if that place is normally full so that you can like make a reservation beforehand. ¿Es este el autobús correcto para el aeropuerto? Is this the right bus for the airport? ¿Es este el autobús correcto para el aeropuerto? Is this the right bus for the airport? Normally going by taxi to the airport is pretty expensive, so you want to check the buses. ¿Es gratis el Wi-Fi? Is the Wi-Fi free? ¿Es gratis el Wi-Fi? Is the Wi-Fi free? The Spanish people have this tendency of saying Wi-Fi even in English because we are so used to call it that way in Spanish. So if person is talking to you and say something about Wi-Fi, you know they mean Wi-Fi. ¿Me podría dar un descuento? Could you give me a discount? ¿Me podría dar un descuento? Could you give me a discount? So it's not that common in Spain to ask for a discount in a store. So yeah, maybe if you go to an outdoors market or to these stalls near the beach, you can ask for a discount. ¿Me podría encontrar una habitación para no fumadores? Could you find me a non-smoking room? ¿Me podría encontrar una habitación para no fumadores? Could you find me a non-smoking room? So about smoking, like in Spain is forbidden to smoke inside places. And I find it so funny that in Japan it's the opposite, like you cannot smoke outside, but you can smoke in places. I just find it kind of weird. How is it in your country? ¿Podrías sacarme una foto, por favor? Could you take a picture of me, please? ¿Podrías sacarme una foto, por favor? Could you take a picture of me, please? I have the impression that lately, with all these selfie sticks and things, like people are not asking that anymore. But before, like, it was really common to get asked that. ¿Podría tener la cuenta? Could I have the check? ¿Podría tener la cuenta? Could I have the check? And also you can just say la cuenta, por favor. It's the same thing. ¿Tienen algún plato vegetariano? Do you have any vegetarian dishes? ¿Tienen algún plato vegetariano? Do you have any vegetarian dishes? So before it wasn't that common, but nowadays there are a lot of vegetarian and vegan places opening in Spain, so it's getting easier. And also, like in normal places, they now have like options for vegetarian people, so yeah, getting easier. Perdone, ¿cuál es la tarifa? Excuse me, what's the fare? Perdone, ¿cuál es la tarifa? Excuse me, what's the fare? Some museums and monuments sometimes have like a special fare for students, so if you are one, you can maybe ask, perdone, ¿cuál es la tarifa para estudiantes? ¿Aceptáis tarjeta de crédito? Do you take credit cards? ¿Aceptáis tarjeta de crédito? Do you take credit cards? So in most shops in Spain, you can pay by card and there's no problem, but maybe if you go to a small town, go to a small shop, like you might have to pay in cash. So yeah, in this case, it's like you can ask this question. ¿Podría darme un mapa? Could I get a map? ¿Podría darme un mapa? Could I get a map? I'm so thankful about Google Maps because I have no sense of direction, and even if I have a map, like for me it's so difficult to like understand it and follow it. So yeah, I'm happy there's technology now. ¿Podríamos tener el menú, por favor? Could we have the menu, please? ¿Podríamos tener el menú, por favor? Could we have the menu, please? Yeah, if you go to a restaurant, you can ask this question and they'll bring you the menu. Esto no es lo que pedí. This isn't what I ordered. Esto no es lo que pedí. This isn't what I ordered. Yeah, normally if you get something different from what you ordered and you say this politely, like they will replace it for you. So no problem. Perdona, sorry, but this is not what I ordered. ¿Te importaría cambiarlo? Could you mind to change it? The 10 phrases you always want to hear in Spanish. So let's begin. El presupuesto es ilimitado. The budget is unlimited. For example, if you are at a fancy restaurant and the other person tells you the budget is unlimited. El presupuesto es ilimitado. You can eat all you want. Yay! Eres una excelente cocinera. You are an excellent cook. It always feels nice to know that you can do like tasty things. Habrá un extra al final de mes, which means there'll be a bonus at the end of the month. Sounds great! Te echo de menos. I miss you. I haven't met you, but I miss you already. Te traje algo especial. I brought you something special. What could it be? Te ves muy bien hoy. You look great today. You look great today. All of you. Yes, you. Tenías razón. You were right. It always feels good to be right. Yeah. Y tú ganas, which means, and you win. And what is it that I win? Te quiero, which means I love you. Well, in my case, I love the viewers that leave me nice comments. Eres tan inteligente, which is you are so smart. 15 questions you should know in Spanish. So let's begin. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? ¿Cómo estás? Which is how are you? ¿Cómo estáis? Are you fine? So, for example, when you meet a friend, you would say, Hola, ¿cómo estás? I think you can use it with almost everyone. Like, it's not like super informal or anything, so. ¿Cómo te llamas? What's your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? What's your name? Mi nombre es Rosa. My name is Rosa. What's your name? Tell me. Are you Bob? Or maybe Christine? ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? What's your phone number? The next question is, ¿cuál es tu número de teléfono? What's your telephone number? My telephone number is 621. No. In Spain, the telephone code, my country code is 34. ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? When is your birthday? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? When is your birthday? So, mi cumpleaños es el 21 de noviembre. My birthday is the 21st of November. When is yours? Tell me. I'm going to guess when your birthday is, so maybe the 2nd of May? ¿Qué tipo de música te gusta? What type of music do you like? ¿Qué tipo de música te gusta? What type of music do you like? So, do you like pop, rock, hip hop, R&B, reggae? I don't know. Tell me. ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? Yo soy de España. So tell me where you're from. Maybe you're from Italy or from the United States. ¿Dónde aprendiste español? Where did you learn Spanish? ¿Dónde aprendiste español? Where did you learn Spanish? I learned Spanish at home. Where did you learn it? Maybe at a class or with these videos, maybe. ¿Dónde está el baño? Where is the bathroom? ¿Dónde está el baño? Where is the toilet? So for example, when you are at the restaurant and you want to go to the toilet, you can ask the waiter, ¿Dónde está el baño? Yeah, he will tell you. ¿Dónde trabajas? Where do you work? The next question is ¿Dónde trabajas? Which is where do you work? Do you work in a company? Or maybe you're a freelancer? For example, I don't know, if you're at a party and you meet someone, ¿dónde trabajas? ¿Cuáles son tus aficiones? What are your hobbies? ¿Cuáles son tus aficiones? Which is, what are your hobbies? If you like traveling, reading, taking photos, drawing, watching films, cooking. ¿Durante cuánto tiempo has estudiado español? How long have you been studying Spanish? The next question is, ¿durante cuánto tiempo has estudiado español? For how long have you been studying Spanish? It's a long process, but it will be worth it. Yeah. ¿Has estado en España? Have you been to Spain? So the next question is, ¿has estado en España? Have you been to Spain? And if so, where have you been to? Don't forget to go to the south of Spain. It's very beautiful. ¿Qué es esto? What's this? ¿Qué es esto? What is this? So yeah, you can just point at something and ask another person, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Can you guess? ¿Qué has dicho? What did you say? ¿Qué has dicho? Which is, what did you say? When you didn't understand well what another person said, you can tell them, ¿qué has dicho? ¿Te gusta la comida española? Do you like Spanish food? ¿Te gusta la comida española? Do you like Spanish food? So, do you like Spanish omelettes? Or what else can you like? Do you like gazpacho?
Want to speak real Spanish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SpanishPod101.com.
Hi, my name is Rosa, and today we will be doing the top 25 phrases in Spanish. So the first one is hola, hello. Hola, which means hello. Hola is a very casual way to greet someone, so you can say hola to your friends and hola to your family and hola to everyone. Adiós, goodbye. Adiós is goodbye. I don't know why, but to me, adiós sounds a bit harsh, so I don't really like saying adiós. It sounds like you're not going to see that person again, maybe. So instead of adiós, I would maybe use hasta luego, which is see you later. Buenos días, good morning. The next one is buenos días, which is good morning. Yep, you say it when you see someone in the morning. So, buenos días. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Buenas tardes, which is good afternoon. Buenas tardes is used from 12 p.m. on. So yeah, maybe you are having lunch and you see someone, so you say, buenas tardes. Buenas noches, good night. The next one is buenas noches, which means good night. Say like goodbye. When you are going to sleep, you say buenas noches. Is the last thing you say. Buenas noches. Sí, yes. The next phrase is sí, which means yes. For example, if someone asks me, do you want a slice of cheesecake? I would say sí. No, no. The next phrase is no, which means no. For example, do you want to do your homework? No. Nos vemos. See you later. The next one is nos vemos, which is see you later. Very casual. So yeah, you can say it to your friends or yeah, to your family, whatever, when you want to say like goodbye, see you soon. Hasta mañana. See you tomorrow. The next one is hasta mañana, which means see you tomorrow. For example, if you are at university and you want to say goodbye to your friends, which you won't be seeing until tomorrow, you would say hasta mañana. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? What is your name? So the next phrase is ¿cuál es tu nombre? Which means what is your name? Mi nombre es Rosa. And yeah, what is your name? Tell me. Yo soy Rosa. I am Rosa. The next phrase is yo soy plus your name. So in my case, yo soy Rosa. And it means I am Rosa. What's your name? Encantado de conocerle. Nice to meet you. The next phrase is encantado de conocerle, which is nice to meet you. But the thing is that encantado de conocerle is a bit formal. So if you want to say to your friends or, I don't know, family, you could say encantado de conocerte. Encantada de conocerte. Gracias. Thank you. The next phrase is gracias, which is thank you. If you want to say thank you very much, you say muchas gracias. Thank you for watching this video. Gracias por ver este video. Thank you. De nada. You're welcome. And the next phrase is de nada, which means you're welcome. So yep, whenever someone says thank you to you, make sure to say de nada. No hay de qué. Don't mention it. The next phrase is no hay de qué. Don't mention it. So if you do a favor to someone and that someone says thank you to you, gracias, you could say no hay de qué. Por favor, please. The next one is por favor, which means please. So if you want to ask for a favor to someone, you would say por favor. Por favor, suscribiros a este canal. Please subscribe to this channel. Perdón. Sorry. The next one is perdón, which is sorry. If you haven't heard something properly and you want the other person to repeat it, you can say perdón. Lo siento. Sorry. The next one is lo siento. I'm sorry. So if you did something wrong, that's what you say. So, for example, if you get late to class, you would say to the teacher, lo siento. Bienvenidos. Welcome. The next one is bienvenidos, which is welcome. Bienvenido. If someone is coming to your house, you can say bienvenidos. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? The next one is ¿cómo estás?, which means how are you? It's not a formal way to say it, but maybe a more informal way would be ¿qué tal? But yeah, I think you can use ¿cómo estás?, like with almost everyone. Like sometimes when you ask ¿cómo estás?, you want like a more in-depth answer. Like you don't want a simple I'm fine, but you really want to know how that person is. But maybe ¿qué tal? Is more casual, it's just like you just want to hear I'm fine, thank you. For example, if you ask someone ¿cómo estás?, that person could tell you I'm not very good, I lost my job and I'm trying to find a new one, but something like that. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? The next one is ¿qué hora es? What time is it? So now it's 4 o'clock, las 4 en punto. ¿Cuánto es? How much? The next one is ¿cuánto es? How much? So when you enter a shop and you want to know the price of something, you can say ¿cuánto es? Also, you can say ¿cuánto cuesta? It's the same thing. ¿Qué es eso? What is that? The next one is ¿qué es eso? What is that? Yeah, you can point at something and ask ¿qué es eso? ¿En dónde está el baño? Where is the bathroom? The next one is ¿en dónde está el baño? Where is the bathroom? Yeah, very useful phrase to know. So, for example, if you are in a restaurant and you want to go to the bathroom, you can ask the waiter, ¿dónde está el baño? And then the waiter indicates you and yeah, you go to the bathroom. No lo comprendo. I don't understand. The next one is no lo comprendo, which is I don't understand it. If someone is talking to you and you are a bit lost, you can say lo siento, sorry, no lo comprendo, I don't understand. If they are nice, they will try to explain it better to you. Also, instead of comprendo, you can also say entiendo. So, no lo entiendo. It would be the same thing. This is the end. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed these top 25 phrases in Spanish and don't forget to subscribe. Bye! I am a bit shy, I don't know. Hello, my name is Rosa and this is Spanish Top Words, and today we'll be doing top 20 travel phrases you should know. ¿Cuánto cuesta esto? How much is this? ¿Cuánto cuesta esto? How much is this? You can also say ¿cuánto vale? ¿Hablas inglés? Do you speak English? ¿Hablas inglés? Do you speak English? In most cases, the answer to that might not be that positive, but yeah, you can try. ¿Me puedo probar esto? Can I try this on? ¿Me puedo probar esto? Can I try this on? So if you enter a clothing store and there's something you like, you can ask the shopping assistant, ¿me puedo probar esto? ¿Tienes sitio para esta noche? Do you have any vacancies tonight? ¿Tienes sitio para esta noche? Do you have any vacancies tonight? Maybe try to not get to the point in which you have to ask this and book your room beforehand. No. ¿Tienes alguna recomendación? Do you have any recommendations? ¿Tienes alguna recomendación? Do you have any recommendations? Like if you travel to Spain, you have to go to Granada. Cannot miss it. Most beautiful city in the world. Me gustaría 10 de estos. I'd like 10 of these. Me gustaría 10 de estos. I'd like 10 of these. So if you want to buy souvenirs for all your friends and you don't really want to like think a lot, you just can find some, I don't know, keychain or postcard. Say, me gustaría 10 de estos. I would like 10 of these. And it'll be over. Because it's pretty stressful to find souvenirs for everyone. Me gustaría este. I'd like this. Me gustaría este. I'd like this. So if you're talking to the shopping assistant and maybe the thing you want is a bit further away, like you can point at it and say, me gustaría este. Tengo una reserva. I have a reservation. Tengo una reserva. I have a reservation. So if you really want to go to a restaurant, try to like research a little bit and see if that place is normally full so that you can like make a reservation beforehand. ¿Es este el autobús correcto para el aeropuerto? Is this the right bus for the airport? ¿Es este el autobús correcto para el aeropuerto? Is this the right bus for the airport? Normally going by taxi to the airport is pretty expensive, so you want to check the buses. ¿Es gratis el wifi? Is the Wi-Fi free? ¿Es gratis el wifi? Is the Wi-Fi free? The Spanish people have this tendency of saying Wi-Fi even in English because we are so used to call it that way in Spanish. So if person is talking to you and say something about Wi-Fi, you know they mean Wi-Fi. ¿Me podría dar un descuento? Could you give me a discount? ¿Me podría dar un descuento? Could you give me a discount? So it's not that common in Spain to ask for a discount in a store. So yeah, maybe if you go to an outdoors market or to these stalls near the beach, you can ask for a discount. ¿Me podría encontrar una habitación para no fumadores? Could you find me a non-smoking room? ¿Me podría encontrar una habitación para no fumadores? Could you find me a non-smoking room? So about smoking, like in Spain is forbidden to smoke inside places. And I find it so funny that in Japan it's the opposite, like you cannot smoke outside, but you can smoke in places. I just find it kind of weird. How is it in your country? ¿Podrías sacarme una foto, por favor? Could you take a picture of me, please? ¿Podrías sacarme una foto, por favor? Could you take a picture of me, please? I have the impression that lately, with all these selfie sticks and things, like people are not asking that anymore. But before, like, it was really common to get asked that. ¿Podría tener la cuenta? Could I have the check? ¿Podría tener la cuenta? Could I have the check? And also you can just say la cuenta, por favor. It's the same thing. ¿Tienen algún plato vegetariano? Do you have any vegetarian dishes? ¿Tienen algún plato vegetariano? Do you have any vegetarian dishes? So before it wasn't that common, but nowadays there are a lot of vegetarian and vegan places opening in Spain, so it's getting easier. And also, like in normal places, they now have like options for vegetarian people, so yeah, getting easier. Perdone, ¿cuál es la tarifa? Excuse me, what's the fare? Perdone, ¿cuál es la tarifa? Excuse me, what's the fare? Some museums and monuments sometimes have like a special fare for students, so if you are one, you can maybe ask, perdone, ¿cuál es la tarifa para estudiantes? ¿Aceptáis tarjeta de crédito? Do you take credit cards? ¿Aceptáis tarjeta de crédito? Do you take credit cards? So in most shops in Spain, you can pay by card and there's no problem, but maybe if you go to a small town, go to a small shop, like you might have to pay in cash. So yeah, in these cases, like you can ask this question. ¿Podría darme un mapa? Could I get a map? ¿Podría darme un mapa? Could I get a map? I'm so thankful about Google Maps because I have no sense of direction, and even if I have a map, like for me it's so difficult to like understand it and follow it. So yeah, I'm happy there's technology now. ¿Podríamos tener el menú, por favor? Could we have the menu, please? ¿Podríamos tener el menú, por favor? Could we have the menu, please? Yeah, if you go to a restaurant, you can ask this question and they'll bring you the menu. Esto no es lo que pedí. This isn't what I ordered. Esto no es lo que pedí. This isn't what I ordered. Yeah, normally if you get something different from what you ordered and you say this politely, like they will replace it for you. So no problem. Perdona, sorry, but this is not what I ordered. ¿Te importaría cambiarlo? Would you mind to change it? So this is the end. Today we did 20 travel phrases you should know. Tell me what would you like to see if you travel to Spain? Don't forget to check out SpanishPod101.com and don't forget to subscribe. Bye! Hasta pronto!
Want to speak real Spanish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SpanishPod101.com.
Hi, my name is Rosa. Today we'll be doing the top 25 verbs in Spanish. So let's go. Ser, be. The first one is ser, which is the verb to be. To be is more related to who you are. Like, for example, I am Rosa, yo soy Rosa, quiero ser una ilustradora. I want to be an illustrator, but I don't draw very well, so I don't know. Estar, be. The next one is estar, which is also to be. So you can use it, for example, if you are in a place. I'm in a café. Estoy en una cafetería. I am happy. Estoy contenta. The adjectives you use with estar speak of something like more transitory. But when you use the verb ser, the last one, it's about something more permanent. So, for example, yo soy Rosa, I am Rosa, and I will be Rosa tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. But, for example, it is cloudy, está nublado with the verb estar. It doesn't mean that tomorrow it will also be cloudy. Ir, go. The next one is ir, to go. So ir is an irregular verb, so the conjugation is a bit different. I am going to do something. Voy a hacer algo. Venir, come. The next one is venir, which is come. He comes at 7. Él viene a las 7. And that means that he comes to this place where I am now. Tomar, take. The next one is tomar, which means take. you grab something. ¿Tomas algo? Yo tomo mi botella de agua. I take my bottle of water. Comer, eat. Well, I love this one. The next one is comer, which is eat. I like eating too much. Me gusta comer demasiado. I love also like sweet potatoes. Usar, use. The next one is usar, which means use. Ropa usada, used clothes. Uso mi teléfono. I use my mobile phone. Yeah, I bought it yesterday. I use my ears to listen. Uso mis orejas para escuchar. Where I live is a very small city, so I don't use a car. No uso un coche, but I use my feet. Uso mis piernas. Querer, want, desire, love. So the next one is querer, which can be translated as want, desire, love. For example, I love you is te quiero. But for example, you can also say, I want an ice cream. Quiero un helado. I want to be a singer. Quiero ser cantante. Yeah, I like singing too. Hacer, do. The next one is hacer, which means to do. So you can, for example, do your homework, hacer los deberes. You could also translate it as make. We don't differentiate between do and make in Spanish. For example, if you make a soup, you could say hacer una sopa. I look like a witch. Exercise. You can say hacer ejercicio. Tener, have. The next one is tener, which is to have. I have friends. That sounds so sad. Tengo amigos. I have a dog. Tengo un perro. I have to eat more vegetables. Tengo que comer más verduras. Haber, have, has. So the next one is haber. So for example, you can use it as an auxiliary verb, as you do in English. I have done this. Yo he, from the verb haber, hecho esto. You can also use it by itself. There is. Hay chocolate en el armario. There's chocolate in the cupboard. Gustar, like. The next one is gustar, which means like. I like you. Me gustas. Me gusta pasear. I like going for a walk. Dar, give. The next one is dar, which means to give. I give you my favorite book. Te doy mi libro preferido. I like a lot Haruki Murakami's books. You can also say te doy las gracias. For example, if you want to give a present, you don't really know what to give, you can give them a box of chocolates. Tú das una caja de bombones. They'll be happy receiving them. Trabajar, work. The next one is trabajar, to work. I work as a secretary. Trabajo de secretaria. I work a lot. Trabajo mucho. Oír, hear. The next one is oír, to hear. You are receiving sounds, but it doesn't mean that you are like paying a lot of attention to that. I hear the birds when I wake up. Oigo a los pájaros cuando me levanto. Escuchar, listen. The next one is escuchar, which means to listen. So in this case, you are like paying attention to that you're hearing. I like listening to music while I study. Me gusta escuchar música mientras estudio. Hablar, speak, talk. The next one is hablar, which means to speak and talk. I speak Spanish, hablo español. I talk to my friends, hablo con mis amigas. Antes tenía el pelo muy largo, pero un fin de semana se me fue un poco la cabeza y decidí pegarme un tijeretazo y ahora tengo el pelo así bastante corto. Ver, see, understand. The next one is ver, which means to see and understand. I see you, te veo. Veo esa serie todos los días. I like watching that series every day. Mirar, look, watch, consider. The next one is mirar, which can be translated as look and watch and consider. Mirar something, it means that you are like consciously paying attention to that. I like watching people passing by. Me gusta mirar a la gente pasar. Poder, can. The next one is poder, can. Yes, we can. I can jump very high. Puedo saltar muy alto. I can eat very spicy food. Puedo comer comida muy picante. Decir, say, tell, call. The next one is decir. So, for example, she said it was okay. Ella dijo que estaba bien. Always say thank you. Di siempre gracias. Oler, smell. The next one is oler, which means smell. It smells bad, huele mal. I love smelling jasmine. Me gusta oler las flores de jazmín. Sentir, feel, experience, perceive. The next one is sentir, which is feel, experience, perceive. I haven't slept much, so I feel a bit tired. Me siento un poco cansada. Dejar, leave. The next one is dejar, which means to leave. Dejo la llave aquí. I leave the key here. Necesitar, need, require. The next one is necesitar. Necesito ropa nueva, which is not really true. I need new clothes. I need to eat just after waking up. Necesito comer justo después de levantarme. If not, I will get like very grumpy. Yep, this is the end. I hope you liked this video and you learned a lot with these top 25 verbs in Spanish. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Rosa and today we'll be doing the 10 phrases you always want to hear in Spanish. So let's begin. El presupuesto es ilimitado. The budget is unlimited. For example, if you are at a fancy restaurant and the other person tells you the budget is unlimited. El presupuesto es ilimitado. You can eat all you want. Yay! Eres una excelente cocinera. You are an excellent cook. It always feels nice to know that you can do like tasty things. Habrá un extra al final de mes, which means there'll be a bonus at the end of the month. Sounds great! Te echo de menos. I miss you. I haven't met you, but I miss you already. Te traje algo especial. I brought you something special. What could it be? Te ves muy bien hoy. You look great today. You look great today. All of you. Yes, you. Tenías razón. You were right. It always feels good to be right. Yeah. Y tú ganas, which means, and you win. And what is it that I win? Te quiero, which means I love you. Well, in my case, I love the viewers that leave me nice comments. Eres tan inteligente, which is you are so smart. This is the end of today's 10 phrases you always want to hear in Spanish. I hope you liked them and thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Eres una persona creativa. You are a creative person. One of the compliments I like to hear the most. Oh no, please. Hi, my name is Rosa and today we'll be doing the top 25 adjectives in Spanish. So let's begin. Fácil, easy. Washing dishes is easy. Lavar los platos es fácil. Hablar español es fácil. Speaking Spanish is easy. Memorizing things is easy for me. Memorizar cosas es fácil para mí. Difícil, difficult. The next one is difícil, difficult. Recordar la letra de las canciones es difícil. Remember lyrics of songs is difficult. Grande, large. Grande, which means large. El patio de su casa es muy grande. The patio of his house is very large. Él comió una hamburguesa grande de un bocado. He ate a large burger in one bite. Pequeño, small. The next one is pequeño, which means small. Este plato es muy pequeño para mí. This dish is very small for me. These pants are small for me. Estos pantalones me quedan pequeños. Joven, young. The next one is joven, which means young. Todos dicen que mi madre parece muy joven. Everyone says that my mother looks very young. Me gustaría ser joven eternamente. I would like to be young forever. Viejo, old. Esta ropa es muy vieja. These clothes are very old. He looks much older because he smokes a lot. Él parece mucho más viejo porque fuma demasiado. Nuevo, new. The next one is nuevo, which means new. Este reloj es nuevo. This clock is new. ¿Te gusta tu nuevo trabajo? Do you like your new job? Bueno, good. This food is very good. Esta comida está muy buena. The weather is not very good today. El tiempo no es muy bueno hoy. Malo, bad. The next one is malo, which means bad. The witch in that tale is very bad. La bruja en ese cuento es muy mala. Do you think there are good and bad people? ¿Piensas que hay gente buena y mala? Este estofado está muy malo. This stew is very bad. Poco, little bit. The next one is poco, which means a little bit. I want a bit of this, please. ¿Quiere un poco de eso, por favor? You eat too little. Comes demasiado poco. Mucho, a lot of. ¿Cocinaste mucha comida? You cooked a lot of food. Me gustaría tener mucho tiempo. I would like to have lots of time. Te quiero mucho. I like you a lot. Claro, clear. It's very clear what this means. Está muy claro lo que significa. Is everything clear? ¿Está todo claro? Oscuro, dark. Oscuro, which means dark. Come to the dark side. Ven al lado oscuro. ¿Te da miedo cuando está muy oscuro? Are you scared when it's too dark? Importante, important. My friends are very important to me. Mis amigos son muy importantes para mí. Now is very important. El ahora es muy importante. Libre, free. Libre, which means free. Este asiento está libre. This seat is free. Quiero ser libre como un pájaro. I want to be free as a bird. Alto, high. Alto, which means high. Este edificio es muy alto. This building is very high. The price is very high. El precio está muy alto. Bajo, low. Bajo, which means low. El techo es muy bajo. The roof is very low. Lejos, far. The next one is lejos, which means far. Mi casa está muy lejos de aquí. My house is very far from here. Cerca, close. The next one is cerca, which means close. There's a supermarket close to my house. Hay un supermercado cerca de mi casa. Interesante, interesting. Learning about other cultures is interesting. Aprender de otras culturas es interesante. It would be interesting to know his story. Sería interesante conocer su historia. Aburrido, boring. The next word is aburrido, which means boring. My English teacher used to be very boring. Mi profesora de inglés era muy aburrida. Cleaning is boring. Limpiar es aburrido. Largo, long. The next one is largo, which means long. Me gustan las faldas largas. I like long skirts. Esta carretera es muy larga. This road is very long. Corto, short. The next one is corto, which means short. But we use this with objects, but not with people. Like we would say a person is bajo, but not corto. This composition is very short. Esta redacción es muy corta. Limpio, clean. The next one is limpio, which means clean. Mi habitación nunca está limpia, según mi madre. My room is never clean to my mother. Sucio, dirty. The next word is sucio, which means dirty. My hair is very dirty. I need to wash it. Mi pelo está muy sucio. Necesito lavarlo. When I played outside, I used to get very dirty. Cuando jugaba afuera, solía ensuciarme mucho. So this is the end of today's top 25 adjectives in Spanish. I hope you learned something useful and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Hi, my name is Rosa and today we'll be doing the top 25 nouns in Spanish. So let's begin. Nombre, name. The first one is nombre, which means name. My name is Rosa. Mi nombre es Rosa. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? What's your name? The name of my favorite artist is Deftones. El nombre de mi artista favorito es Deftones. Día, day. The next one is día, which means day. Hoy es un buen día. Today it's a good day. My favorite day of the week is Saturday. Mi día favorito de la semana es el sábado. Vida, life. The next one is vida, which means life. Vive la vida, live the life. Año, year. The next one is año, which means year. I was born in the year 1991. Nací en el año 1991. I would like to live in the 20s. Me gustaría vivir en los años 20. This year I want to travel to the United States. Este año quiero viajar a los Estados Unidos. I would like to go to New York. Hora, time. The next one is hora, which means time, an hour. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? Ahora es la hora del desayuno. Now it's time for breakfast. Estate a la hora allí. Be on time there. Momento, moment. The next one is momento, which is moment. Wait a moment. Espera un momento. Live the moment. Vive el momento. Lugar, place. The next one is lugar, which means place. ¿Cuál es tu lugar favorito? What is your favorite place? Mi lugar favorito de España es Barcelona. My favorite place in Spain is Barcelona. Parte, part. The next one is parte, which means part. Esto es parte de la historia. This is part of the story. Parte de mí quiere volver a estudiar y parte de mí no. Part of me wants to go back to study and part of me doesn't. Tiempo, time. The next one is tiempo, which means time or also weather. What's the weather like? ¿Qué tiempo hace? Her running time was 20 minutes. Su tiempo de carrera fue de 20 minutos. El tiempo pasa muy rápido. Time passes by very quickly. Casa, house, home. The next one is casa, which means house and home. I've never lived in a house. Nunca he vivido en una casa. I would like to live in a beach house. Me gustaría vivir en una casa de playa. Hoy, today. The next one is hoy, which means today. Hoy va a llover. Today it's going to rain. Today I had pancakes for breakfast. Hoy comí tortitas por el desayuno. Hoy tengo muchas cosas que hacer. Today I have lots of things to do. Ayer, yesterday. The next one is ayer, which means yesterday. Ayer estuve grabando otros vídeos. Yesterday I was recording other videos. Yesterday is history. El ayer es historia. Mañana, morning, tomorrow. The next one is mañana, which means morning and also tomorrow. Mañana es mi día libre. Tomorrow it's my day off. Lo primero que hago cuando me levanto por la mañana es desayunar. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is having breakfast. El mañana es un misterio. Tomorrow is a mystery. Semana, week. The next one is semana, which means week. Esta semana estoy viajando. This week I'm traveling. La semana que viene voy a comer los donuts fritos de mi madre. Next week I'm going to eat my mother's fried donuts. Mes, month. The next one is mes, which means month. Mi mes preferido es mayo. My favorite month is May. El mes que viene quiero conseguir mi permiso de conducir. Next month I want to get my driver's license. Hombre, man. The next one is hombre, which means man. Mankind has made a great progress in technology. El hombre ha hecho un enorme progreso en tecnología. Mujer, woman. The next one is mujer, which means woman. Esa mujer trabaja demasiado. That woman works too much. El nombre de su mujer es María. His wife's name is María. Señor, gentleman. The next one is señor, which means gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, señoras y señores. País, country. País, which means country. What's your favorite country? ¿Cuál es tu país preferido? Este país es muy diferente del mío. This country is very different from mine. I like the country Thailand because it has great food. Me gusta el país Tailandia porque su comida es increíble. Mundo, world. The next word is mundo, which means world. When you're, for example, visiting another country and you meet someone from your own country, you can say, el mundo es un pañuelo. The world is a handkerchief, meaning that the world is too small. No me lo creo. I can't believe it. The world is a handkerchief. The world goes round and round. El mundo gira y gira. Ay. Trabajo, work, job. Trabajo, which means work and job. ¿Cuál es tu trabajo? What is your job? Ay. In Spain, a job is normally 40 hours a week. En España, un trabajo normalmente es de 40 horas a la semana. A job that I would like to do would be an illustrator. Persona, person. The next one is persona, which means person. Eres mi persona preferida. You're my favorite person. I am a shy person. Soy una persona tímida. Cosa, thing. The next one is cosa, which means thing. Tengo muchas cosas que hacer. I've got a lot of things to do. The thing I like most about this place is the service. La cosa que me gusta más de este sitio es el servicio. Ciudad, city. The next one is ciudad, which means city. Mi ciudad no es muy grande. My city is not very big. Very big cities can be a bit stressful for me. Las ciudades muy grandes pueden ser un poco estresantes para mí. Agua, water. The next one is agua, which means water. Tu cuerpo es 2/3 de agua. Your body is 2/3 of water. Bring a bottle of water with you when you exercise. Lleva una botella de agua cuando hagas ejercicio. Música, music. The next one is música, which means music. Hace algunos años solo escuchaba música hardcore. Some years ago, I only listened to hardcore music. And this is the end of today's top 25 nouns in Spanish. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something useful today. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. The world is a handkerchief.
If you want to learn a language but don't have a lot of time to dedicate to the endeavor, you need to study as efficiently as possible. You probably aren't a language learning expert or a world traveler. You might have school or a job or two. So in this video, we'll give you 3 ways to help you learn language more efficiently so that you get the most out of your time and effort. Number 1, use your time when you have it. The most valuable resource you have as a language learner is time. While you may not have to spend money to learn a language, you will have to spend time. Hours and minutes are a currency that you trade on a weekly basis to grow in your language learning. Language learning is probably a priority for you. It might not be the number 1 priority, like keeping your job or taking care of your family, but it does have to be important enough for you to invest significant amounts of time into your learning. There's just no way around it. That being said, use your time wisely. Because of previous commitments, you can quickly fall into the trap of putting your language learning off, thinking, oh, I'll do it next week, or Saturday, I'll do it Saturday. Needless to say, a few weeks can go by and you haven't really learned or practiced anything. If you find that happening, then take some time and reevaluate your approach. It's probably a long shot for you to be able to spend hours every day learning a new foreign language, but you can use your time to spend an hour or even just 10 minutes a day, every day, studying or practicing. If you're on a busy schedule, an hour a day can sound like reaching for the stars, so start slowly with just a 5-minute lesson. Over time, as you learn more and it becomes more routine, you'll want to spend more time studying. And your studying doesn't even need to be all at once. Make use of the little gaps of time you have in the day. Listen to a podcast while driving to and from work. Review new words while on lunch break or right before bed. Even a quick review while in line at the store or waiting for the bus. Together, these moments add up. This way, your little study session will add up to around 60 minutes of practice every day. You'll quickly be able to see significant improvement in your language abilities. Number 2, don't method jump. When you're new to language learning, there's a temptation to try out the newest course, app, or method. There are more language learning tools and courses than I can list. But jumping around from podcast to podcast or from textbook to textbook can really hinder your learning process. It's important to find the best method for you, but when you do, stick with it. Don't get distracted by the newest app, or if you suddenly find something faster, cheaper, claiming it can teach you a language with no work on your part. Stick with your learning course or tool. Consistent practice over a period of time is what is essential for language learning. If you hit a bump or plateau, you might be tempted to think, maybe there's a faster or better way to learn. So you search around and buy the next best language learning tool, only to use it for a couple weeks and realize it wasn't really any better than the last course you tried, and the same difficulties you had are still there. If you're learning your first new language and you pick a specific method or course, we suggest you stick with it for at least 3 to 4 months. You actually hurt yourself in the long run if you constantly switch between resources because you never give yourself the opportunity to progress. Number 3, focus on one thing at a time. When you decide to learn a new language, you're going to be really excited. You have all your resources lined up, a plan in place, and you're ready to go. You think you'll spend 3 to 4 hours a day practicing and that you'll be fluent in no time, but that's only for about 3 days. Then you probably will get a little bit discouraged and avoid it for another 3 days. And this process might repeat 3 or 4 times before you realize that you might be approaching things the wrong way. You can't devour a whole new language in a very short time. You'll burn out immediately. It's better to focus on one small part of the language at a time, either a specific grammar point or a specific vocabulary topic. In the beginning, these should be based on the parts of the language you'll use right away. Even in the business world, research shows that replacing less important tasks with ones that add value and help you reach your goals is the best way to get the most out of your time. As you advance through the language and your level increases, try to pinpoint the harder aspects of the language and work on them one at a time. Learning a foreign language isn't easy. It takes time and work, but it is possible. If you stick to your learning plans and stay focused, you will see improvement in your skills and find satisfaction in using the language. Remember that learning a language is really more like a journey. It doesn't have to feel like school or work. Savor your experience with learning and enjoy every step along the way. And for even more tips on learning efficiently, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.